Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be, I don't know, hopefully not getting me in a little bit of trouble because we're all allowed to disagree on things, but these are makeup products that I regret purchasing. Now, there's a lot of crap that I regret purchasing because I buy a lot of stuff that apparently I didn't need. But today I'm just gonna list a few for you. If you guys enjoy these videos, I can certainly do a part 2, probably a part 3. Just let me know if you like this type of video. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Again, personal opinions, we can all like different stuff. I don't know why I feel the need to give a disclaimer. Like, you guys get it, but let's get into it. Alright guys, before we get started, if you're not subscribed to my channel already, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did that. It's free and I'd appreciate it a lot, like I said. So yeah, and also if you haven't seen my hair dye tutorial on how I did this neon, whatever you want to call it, I'll leave a link down below for you. So let's get started. I have a little list here. A lot of these things I have decluttered. There's a couple that I still own, but the first one is one that was super disappointing to me because I really like this influencer, and this is the Manny MUA and Morphe collaboration eyeshadow palette. It's like the Glam palette. So I've had this twice. So I bought it when it first came out. Like, I was waiting for it to release because I love Manny. I love his Lunar Beauty formula and I wanted to support this collab. And I also got it in the BoxyCharm regular box or the premium box for July, and I sold it on Depop. So this palette, I have a full review of it if you want to check it out. If I have full reviews of any of these things I mentioned, I will leave them linked down below for you if you want to like see exactly why and like see them perform. But to me, this is just underwhelming. I've had some Morphe palettes that I actually do enjoy. A lot of them are just like subpar, like bleh, kind of quality. And I thought because Manny was working them and Manny has this immaculate formula, and apparently certain people like Jaclyn Hill make their own formulas for Morphe, it made me feel like maybe Manny worked with this and made this formula good, but it is not a great palette. It is so just like, you know, it's just not it. I do like the color scheme. I thought it was really pretty. Being a very soft glam kind of moment made sense for Manny because he is like, sorry about that noise. It's what's it he's called? Nude eye, copper eye, nude lip. I think that's what they call him. And I think it made a lot of sense for him. I thought the color scheme was really pretty. I'm not a fan of like a face and eye palette together. I kind of just want an eye palette and a face palette separately. But to me, the quality of the shadows was just like, eh. They didn't really want to work. They didn't really want to blend it. They took a lot of picking up and building up, and it just was not it for me. So I'm sorry, Manny. I love you, but that wasn't it. But if you want to try something from Manny, his Lunar Beauty brand is like chef's kiss beautiful. Next up is something that I reviewed earlier this week. Okay, so it's the Becca Zero Virtual Foundation. It's like no pigment. It's a clear foundation. It's called a foundation. It's supposed to make you look all pretty and natural and stuff, but if you see the full review, it's crap. It's a gimmick. It's garbage. It's just it's literally a scam. You cannot advertise this as a foundation with your moral code in line there, Becca. I'm sorry. I don't see myself probably buying anything Becca anytime soon just because I'm really like mad that you advertise this as a foundation. I don't know why I bought it thinking like maybe there's something to it. Becca's a really high-end brand. Maybe there's something that makes it work. Nothing made it work. It's not even good as a primer. So even if you try to use this thing as a primer, it's not good as that either. It makes your foundation break up over top of it. So it's trash. Next thing is something that I really wanted to love because I love this foundation. Like, I have 2 full size of the foundation, and this is the Uoma Beauty concealer. So I love the foundation. I have a lighter shade and like a little slightly darker shade. They're beautiful, right? The formula is fantastic. I wear it like at least once a week. I love it. The concealer though, I have some qualms with, and let me explain a little bit why. So one, the shade range is not it for everyone. Now, if you want to advertise and be a brand that is going towards darker skin, that's completely fine. Advertise it as so. But Uoma Beauty's always been like for everyone kind of thing, and their shade range and their foundation is actually really nice. However, their concealers have way less shades and they are dark. I did do a full review of this concealer because I wasn't on the foundation. I want to try the concealer too. So I reviewed it, and their concealers are hella dark. So that was really disappointing to me. So even though there was decent coverage on it, I couldn't really tell because my under eyes just looked super dark underneath because that lightest shade they had was like a medium skin tone at best. And a couple months ago, like several months ago, probably at least 6 months ago, Uoma like emailed me and was like, hey, we want to send you our new lighter shades, but they never came. So I don't know if they ever, if they just forgot to send them to me, which is totally cool. I never asked for them. Or if they never expanded their concealer range, because even the shade that I tried at the time looked fair on the website, but when in person it looks super, super dark. So I can't tell you if they expanded those concealer shades or not, because I can't tell you what it looks like in person. But for me, that was a regret purchase, because there was no way. Even that as like a tan foundation to me would not have worked. They just do not come in pale shades at all. Also, can I tell you guys, like, okay, some of you guys be mad, but a lot of you guys get it. Anytime I say something like that, where I'm like, it doesn't come in fair shades, I get so much for it. I get so much, not just in my comment section, but on like different websites and stuff. People talk so much about me because I said it's not, they don't have one for fair people. And they're like, everyone has this for fair skin, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. But like, let me say my complaints if I can't use a product, right? You guys get it. A lot of people don't. But like, it's really frustrating. Like, can I not complain if I buy something it doesn't work for me, please? Anyways, let's move on. Along those same lines of concealers being too dark for me, this came into mind. So this is the Cover FX Cream Concealer in Neutral Extra Light. So if you see on the back, it's Neutral Extra Light. This is not extra light. Again, it is super, super dark. And I liked the idea of the squeezy tube. I thought it would like keep it sanitary and stuff, but I can't use it. Like, I swatched it out once trying to use it. It was way too dark for me. Neutral Extra Light, like extra light, should have worked for me, but it does not. While we're talking about facey things, I regret buying this as well. It is the Kick Ursh Soap and Glory Foundation. This is like the same thing as a cult foundation everyone loves, but it's been discontinued. It's a brand that no longer exists. For the life of me, I can't think of what the brand is. Taylor Wynn, that Taylor she used to be, raved about that brand and said she bought tons of them and said this was the exact same thing, but slightly more expensive. And I don't know what the name of that original foundation was. I'm sorry, can't think of it. But I used this once. I used it in a, I think it was a get ready with me video or just a straight up review of this. And I haven't used it since. I just have so many foundations that I truly, truly love. This was fine, especially for a drugstore foundation, but I like can never wear it. Like, I think I wore it that one time. I might have worn it one other time. So I never needed to buy that. Okay, next up are two things. They're in the same category. I'm just gonna loop them together. That I do not regret purchasing because I got them to review, and the reviews did really well for my channel, and it got me a lot of views, and in turn got me money and stuff. But I regret it in the terms of I never freaking wear these things ever. One is the Jeffree Star lip liners. I forgot to mention that, but we have two other things. So the Jeffree Star highlighter formulas that I don't use are the Liquid Frost. I would use this more if the pump wasn't trash and plasticky and cheap feeling. And then the Supreme Frost. This is Wet Dream. This is so overpriced. So I can kind of see the price for this liquid highlighter. Liquid highlighter goes a long ways. You can spread it out. There's a lot of glitter in it. For me, I prefer something more sparkly, like I guess more metallic, not glittery. But I could see that, just the pump's trash on it, so I never use it. But the Supreme Frosts, he made it sound like there's some beautiful pressed pearl in here, and this is what they look like up close. The way he described it is like buttery and soft and beautiful, and there's a lot of glitter in it, sure. So I understood that when I was buying it. This thing is like rock dry. I'm not gonna swatch it because my hands look all glittery and I have somewhere to go. But it's like rock dry trash, and the pigment does not pick up well. He was like using it with a brush in the video, and he used it with his finger. No technique that I use makes it look fantastic by any means, more than any other highlighter for a way cheaper price. And this packaging also just leaves tons of fingerprint marks, so I'm not a fan of that either. So for me, applying with a finger does do best with that formula, but it's still not great. And it's overpriced and dry and just glitter with no base pigment to it. So for me, both these products from Jeffree Star and his lip liners are just not it for me. This has potential, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. And also, don't give me crap for talking about Jeffree Star products because I already own them, you know? All right. There's so many disclaimers in this video. Next up is something that I was like stoked to review. I was waiting for the day it came out. I was stalking my local Ulta and found one that had it, and I reviewed it. And it was a horrible experience. So this is the Bite Beauty Change Maker foundation. This was like raved about by Samantha Ravindal, and I really trusted her opinion. She talked about how much she loved it and how long she had tested it, and she has acne prone skin. So I figured this nice vegan formula that's clean beauty, even though clean beauty doesn't technically mean anything, I figured it'd be good for me, especially because I have sensitive skin. Not really that sensitive, but it's semi-sensitive. This foundation looked like crap. It didn't wear well, and then it broke me out like a boulder on my face that I've never had, like a cyst on my face, like right here. Like, it was horrible. I don't even want to think about it. It broke me out so freaking bad. It did not look well on my skin, and for me it was not worth the price either because it didn't look great. Even if it didn't break me out, it just didn't look great. So I was highly disappointed in that because it's been so raved about. And I know different foundations work for other people and stuff, but if she recommends me a foundation, I'm probably not gonna pick that up just because that one was like so hyped by her, and then it didn't work for me. Again, different skin types, different people, I understand that, but like that was a horrible experience with that boulder on my face that I do not want to live again. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I kept it short and sweet and kind of to the point on this one, again, because I didn't know if you guys wanted a part 2 or not, but if you do, certainly let me know down below. I'll be happy to do it for you. And thank you guys so much for watching. I felt like I got a little bit off my chest about products that really just didn't work for me, but maybe they worked for you. And if they did work for you, let me know down below. I'd love to know which products that I didn't like you do, because like everyone is different, and sometimes I feel like maybe like if I had a different skin type or makeup preferences, then maybe I would like some of these things, but I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay. Bleh. Again, can't talk at the end of a video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.